Oh my god. What is this? Did you know in the good old days Factorio used to have only 4 science packs? That's right, you'd set up your red and green science starter base, then get oil to automate the complicated blue science, and the last science pack didn't require any ingredients at all. Just go kill some biters and collect their purple goo, also known as alien artifacts, and that's it. With those 4 science packs you could win the game by building, no, not the rocket silo, the rocket defense, the game-winning structure which didn't even have placeholder graphics. Well, the devs clearly thought 4 science packs were not enough and extended it to 7, introducing the expensive endgame purple production science and the yellow high-tech science, utility science, as well as unlocking the infinite tech tree with the white space science. But as it turns out, not everyone agrees that even 7 science packs is enough, like Seminar, the author of this little mod called Science Galore, which adds 36 new science packs to the game. And no, those do not replace the 7 vanilla science packs, it's 36 all new cherries on top of the Factorio vanilla pie. I mean, that's just total madness. How are you even supposed to feed 43 different science packs into a single lab? Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get started with the basics. We start off as usual, burning burnable bunches of branches and billion-year-old biomass in a bundle of burner miners. So, let's switch over to Live Mic and see how he does. We are going to play Science Galore. Right, so let's go. Just gonna play a new map. Just the default settings. I think it's gonna be difficult enough with 36 extra science packs on top of the usual 7. Let's first look at something scary. Alright, be ready. Oh my god. What is this? These are the milestones for the different types of science we need to complete. Oh, that is a lot of science. Let's look at the tech tree, I guess. Alright, this looks normal in the beginning. We have normal green science and we have a bunch of extra red science packs, it seems. So these don't require green science to research. So I guess it's all going to be red science tier, the first 6 extra ones or so. So let's scroll down a bit. So here it already starts to be... You cannot even read the science packs anymore. To get the car, for instance, we need to have 12 different science packs. The 2 normal ones and 1 through 11. Alright, here is just starting to get ridiculous near the end. This is gonna be an expensive playthrough, man. The price of all the technologies has not changed compared to vanilla, except there's just tons of additional costs through all these extra science packs on top. Alright, so raw science pack, raw iron ore and raw copper ore. Are we going to have ore on a bus? The color just changes ever so gradually, so that means we're going to have to put them in order on a belt to make it look nice. So this quite cheap. Let's see if it stays that way. 1 low density structure and 3 rocket fuel for 2 propulsion science packs. That is not cheap at all. What? Okay, looks like near the end they get quite expensive. Let's check the last one, satellite science pack. Which requires a satellite. There are 36 new science packs plus 7 vanilla ones, that is 43 science packs, right? Man, this is insane. Alright, I guess that was kinda the intro. So let's quit. We reset the timer. So we're playing on default settings, but this is a desert map that is not really good. So I guess we just start with grabbing the 8 iron plates from the spaceship and the ammo. Let's take a look around. We've got some biters on the map already. Our patches are nice and bunched up, except stone, so that is good in a way, because it makes it so we don't need to run around a lot. But it's also quite bad, because this is going to be a mixed miner patch. Oh, there's coal rocks here as well. Yeah, this it is not even straight edges. This is going to be a horrible mix of miners. So that is going to be fun to try to sort out. But I'm basically just getting some resources to set up a small power plant and to make the first science specs. Okay, let's just keep track of how much stuff we have over here. We can already start crafting some part of the power plant. Actually, for this playthrough I may have... Oh, first science spec, we've got a milestone. I don't have gun turrets yet, so let's start deconstructing here. Alright, so we're gonna switch to electric mining after this. It is default settings, but it is kind of a desert map. There's barely any trees around except for here. So pollution is gonna spread quite fast regardless. Okay, so normally my initial go-to is 30 science packs. That is gun turrets, military, automation, which is usually the order for me. So we're gonna need a bunch of raw science packs to unlock basic technologies like electronics, fast inserter. After that already gets 3 different science packs per type. I could do like 10 more to unlock the raw science. Let's do 10 more. And we can actually just do the ingredients for raw science in a furnace without coal, I guess. Right, then we just pick up the ore later. Since raw science requires an iron ore and a copper ore. That's why it's raw, I guess. Right, labs. We do have 40 science packs. Even without even distribution, it still doesn't take too much time. You can just do like so. And it's evenly distributed. Okay, now let's select those 4 technologies. I'm paranoid. Let's just do my usual order, like so. And raw science packs. Light is also only red science. 10 red science packs and we can make lights. So I guess let's make 10 more. Let's get rid of all the multitude of science packs for these as well. That should... Yeah, that should make it a lot easier to read. So now we just have the 43 science packs on here. And we can basically see when we made the first one. Since we are polluting biters, I want to leave at least a couple gun turrets here. So there's 12 raiders because I want to just quickly scout what is around me without having to walk there. Okay, that was the first kill. First small biter killed 25 minutes into the game. I guess we can just go take out that nest. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. Right, he can reach that, so what I do is this. He will start shooting the turret. Right, shoot the turret already, come on. Come on. And now I can go here and just shoot him. Alright, so that is what you can do with one worm. Shotgun the nest. Because the shotgun is like 12 times more resource efficient compared to the gun. Machine gun, I think. There's quite a big difference in the early game. How do you even cram 43 science packs in one lab? That's a good question. Let's just do a quick test because that is pretty interesting. It's like the main focus, I guess, of the mod. I should at least set up my miners before I do this. Then I can mine some resources while we can design this. Yeah, I laid all of this out because what I want to do is just mine directly into furnaces for a little bit. Still though, I guess it's gonna take a while before we have 20 science packs. So I may just start off using this approach. 20 science packs, man, that gets me pretty far into the game, right? Let's just make our first raw science packs. So anyway, I have the stuff on me. That's just basically iron ore and copper ore. 2 seconds for 4 science packs. That's quite fast. That's a lot faster than automation science. That's 10 times faster than automation science. Alright, we made the first raw science pack before the hour. I already got the first one. Okay, that is all the type 1 science we need until we actually automate different types of science pack. I think I'm gonna build the cheap furnace setup without long-handed inserters. So that basically just means going like so. And pretty soon we can grab a lot more iron here. Okay, let's just finish this iron stack. Biters at the base. Here's no worms, so we can even just ignore the biters. Alright, we still have about 80 science packs left, but there is nothing else to research. With just red science. Actually, yeah, we did those raw science packs for electronics and fast inserters. And I guess that is everything we can research until we unlock the next science pack. I think we're gonna build a real base before doing that. Alright, so no easy early access to military 2 and no grenades means yeah, all of this is gonna be pretty expensive. We have kind of a starter base going on. We just make some iron, a little bit of copper, and we just made a bunch of gun turrets and ammo. And we are now taking out all the nearby biters and exploring, keeping our pollution cloud visible. The easiest way to deal with biter attacks is to not get attacked, in my opinion. Normally I would like to use the car for that, but yeah, this is science pack galore. And the car is locked away behind 12 science packs, so good luck with that. So yeah, at this stage of the game we're walking. So I have a mod installed which lets me speed up the physical game. It speeds up friend and foe alike, so we are not really gaining any advantage by doing so. And just put down a couple gun turrets to distract the worm, and then you can just go like this.
Oh, that's too close by already.
Can never be too loud when biters die. All my gun turrets are out of ammo. I'm too lazy to shoot myself. Alright, let's just... Shotgun takes too long though. Especially the unupgraded shotgun. There's another nest right behind it. Right, we won't take out those guys just yet. Alright, so we have revealed the entire pollution cloud. Our threats are this nest and this nest. For the rest we can expand fairly easily. Okay, so just let's walk back. Alright, so this is like a big mixed belt. Okay, and this is the kind of belt which is gonna come out of here. That is a beautiful belt. Let's just do a belt balancing thing like so. And then we need to basically sort this ore into the 3 main lines. Iron is on this side, so I guess the first thing we'll branch off is iron. So what we're gonna do now is, I guess we're gonna go all the way around, and we'll have to hook it into this guy over here, and we put input priority on the ore that's coming from the mixed belt, like so. Alright, so now we still have copper and coal ore to go. So here same input priority on the mixed belt, probably just like so. Alright, so now everything is prioritized correctly. Let's set up the entire stone mine as well. I have a feeling we are going to need it with this mod more earlier than usual. In the base game we have 7 science packs. Right, so the idea is, for red science what do we need? We need a copper plate and an iron gear. Logistics science requires transport belt and inserter. And this way we can kind of visualize what kind of crazy stuff are we going to need later on, and by that logic what should we put on the bus and what not. So these are the recipes which you need to normally beat Factorio. if you ever completed Factorio, you know, still not an easy task. Now we are gonna get this many more science recipes for all the other 36 science packs which are now added to the game. So now we have an idea of what we need to put on the bus and what we don't need to put on the bus. For instance, we should probably put concrete on the bus, since we need that for artillery turrets, as well as directly into one of those science packs. I already forgot which one. The one with the car, this one. So that's two purposes for concrete. We also know we don't need an insane amount of concrete, we just need it for this science pack and for the artillery turrets. So stuff like that is good to know, you know. We need some concrete on the bus, not a crazy amount. We do need a crazy amount of engines. So not all of these science packs require one ingredient. Most require 2, some require 3, and this one requires 4 even, it's the only one. So how do I want to set up those science packs? I already noticed they have small crafting times. For instance, normal red science takes 5 seconds to make one science pack, whereas this takes only 2 seconds to make 4 science packs. So even if we had this very slow assembler running, making this science pack, like at crafting speed 1, this guy would make 2 science packs per second, or 120 science per minute. We are aiming for 30, I think. I think we are aiming for 30. So even this assembler is already 2 times faster than we need. How is it gonna be for the rest? 20 seconds for 20 science packs. Oh, this is already twice as slow. This thing can make in this assembly machine, which has assembly speed 1/2, this exactly makes 30 science per minute. With crafting speed 1 it would still make 60 science per minute. What I mean is we only need one of these assemblers of all of these different types of science packs to keep up with the normal 5 red, 6 green stuff. We only need one of these. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build like I'm gonna build 2 buses. I'm gonna build like a vanilla bus on top with the vanilla science packs as well. That's gonna be the top belt. Then we're gonna have all the belts and down the middle, and then we're going to have the science galore bus on the bottom. We will produce all the science galore science packs, and then we're somehow gonna bring that together in the labs. The other benefit of this, why I want to do it, is because all these science packs, they this is the vanilla ones, they are like quite flashy colors. But if you go to here, you see it starts with red and it just ever so gradually just slightly changes color, like a rainbow almost. So I'm guessing that's gonna look pretty neat. So what do I want on the bus? I want 2 belts of iron, 2 belts of copper and 2 belts of green circuits. We're gonna have these 4 intermediates. We're gonna have a bunch of other raw resources on the bus. Namely steel, we're gonna have coal, and we're gonna have the pair of stone and stone bricks. We're gonna have concrete. We're gonna have like an insane amount of weaving, especially since we're gonna be building on both sides of the bus. It's gonna be extreme. Spaghetti. This is gonna be a spaghetti bus. It's gonna be extreme spaghetti. And I guess we're gonna have uranium as well for that other one, that other science pack. We have like a dedicated uranium belt. I guess we can just combine that since it's only used for that science pack. Man, I don't really want to put like uranium 235 on a belt. At least not until we have Covarex enrichment. That sounds insane. On the other end of the spectrum we have, for that first science pack, which needs both raw ore types, definitely red chips are going on the bus. Sulfur, explosives, and of course we got the other 2 oil products. of plastics and batteries. Those already were vanilla bus candidates. The yellow science ingredients, robot frames. There's gonna be blue chips and low density structures. And I guess rocket fuel and rocket control units as well. Yeah, I think none of this other stuff has to go on the bus. I think we have the full extent of the bus planned out. The rest is all local produce. Alright, then. We're gonna have a how many belt bus? 27. Somewhere over here. I think we're just gonna have like a double whammy. Sort of. Okay, the belts are not gonna be exactly right. Maybe they are. T. Alright, with 30 signs per minute, I think it's not super realistic to go for like a giant number of laps. So I think 20 laps will have to cut it. Let's make a basic design. It's in the middle of the bus, why not? We're gonna have a sign spec 1, which requires just iron and copper ore. It's not a good example. Let's take a sign spec which requires 2 actual crafts. A splitter and a burner inserter. So we could have this. Like splitter and burner inserter. Input it in signs. Output it on a belt. That could be the basic thing, because most sign specs require only 2 ingredients. Alright, so this is going to be sign spec 1. So yeah, the nice thing about Factorio is, if you don't play Factorio by building a base, the biters will leave you alone generally. Which is what's been going on now. Right, and then once we have this set up, we can just grab the blueprint, plop this down in the same manner. And then we say, okay, this we change to sign spec 2. Whatever we need for sign spec 2, we can just put in these slots. And then we can, this is going to be the dirty end of the base. Here's all the spaghetti gonna happen. So here at the front door you see perfectly organized, nice, equidistant, blah 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 stuff of sign spec coming out. But then when you look at the back how it all works, this is going to be the area of total chaos and madness, where we make all the stuff required for the signs. That is the plan, at least. Let's build green chips. I mean, how many thousands of hours would you think I have in Factorio if you saw a green chip build like this? Right. Basic automation. That is the only ingredients we can put on the bus so far. So here is iron gears. Iron gears on the bus, always subject of big debate, but not a subject of so big debate like copper cable and iron sticks on the bus. So I think I will get away with my iron gears on the bus for this playthrough, as people will be generally more mad about these two. I didn't think about how I'm gonna transport that to the lab, so that's why I'm building these belts upwards, because here is gonna be my science area. I'm not gonna go through that. I'm not gonna go through the bus. I'm not gonna go through the furnace area. So I think we're gonna go all the way around and then just come in from this side for the first vanilla signs, red and green. Alright, so red signs is fairly simple. That's just gonna be iron gear and copper plate, which is already both on the bus. This looks more symmetric, but it also just looks not right. At least if you like some sort of a Factorio like intermediate or veteran, you know this is not right. This is what's right. Even though it looks odd. Oh, is it gonna be a new moment? First first logistics science pack at 5 hours and 17 minutes. That is, I think, the slowest I ever achieved that. Say, now we have an actual science setup, but we didn't build the labs yet. Okay, looks like we're gonna need 100 undergrounds, 200 inserters, 40 splitters. Yeah, we're gonna need to prepare for that just a little. It's like they're doing the wave. If somebody clips this, that's gonna be the best clip of the stream, I think. As I didn't do anything else much noteworthy. I think I'm not gonna switch it on just yet, because we don't have anything to research with these science packs. I guess, yeah, circuit network, but yeah, who needs that right now? Let's first build a couple more science packs before we switch it on. Submachine and firearm, so this is just magazines and guns. Four, 5, 6. That is everything before green signs. I know we are not gonna have that because we don't have steel smelting just yet. I just want to have a nice grand moment to switch on the signs. Number 5 over here. That requires 3 different things. Lights, boilers and pumps. Alright, so this is... some gears. Eee. Somehow it seems to fit. Okay, that's good news. I was most worried about these 2 belts. So all of this is done, except stone, coal and steel. So I kinda want to build some sort of inline system. I guess we can just copy this. Alright, and then here we need to change something. Aha! I got it, like this. It works! So the iron ore gets blocked by the side of the underground belt. And that means... I even didn't have to sacrifice any space for the furnaces. That means only the coal flows through. This looks very cursed. What the heck is this? That looks amazing, actually. I'm not sure if this is gonna fit. One misclick and it gets mixed, so probably should not misclick, just get good. I don't understand why people want to build diagonal bases. Actually, it does look quite kind of funny. Okay, let's not get carried away. Right. Just gonna switch this on simultaneously now. Steel and coal, yeah, why not? Steel and coal, not that interesting, but will go well. How's the submachine gun coming along? Slow inserter, that's alright. Okay, I want to actually create them in order. Alright, the first machine gun is crafted. First science pack is going to be crafted. Another achievement on the milestones list. 639. Let's switch on this bad boy. That's going to be faster. It only gives you 4 packs instead of like 30 at a time. Yeah, Alright, we got the science pack 5, one more. Then we'll switch on the labs and then I'll call it a day. And instead we will use these 50 broken gun turrets, which we used in the earlier wasteful biter assaults where we didn't have a care in the world about ammo costs and damaged gun turrets. And we're just going to use our damaged gun turrets to craft the undamaged signs. And we'll just later grab some new gun turrets from this chest over here. That is the new plan. So that is fairly safe. Here it goes. Science pack number 6. Hop. Alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look how empty it is still in here. This playthrough is gonna take a while, isn't it? This is looking pretty sweet. All of the belts are still full. I have a feeling that is going to be a rare sight after we expand some more science packs. I do like that we have this system which we can just keep repeating 36 times in total. So next stream we can basically, after we take care of some biters, just go on. We will research all the next science packs. That's gonna be it for this time. Went on way longer than I thought I would. I would just play like 3 hours. Famous last words, 7 hours in game time. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you all for watching and I will see you next time.